What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We are at the shop today. We're going to be working on this 1965 Malibu SS. So this car originally came to us about 2 years ago, and we ended up installing a Holley Sniper, a 383 stroker blueprint motor in there. Had a fab guy weld up these nice side panels in here, give the engine bay a nice clean shaved look. And the customer brought the car back because he wanted some more power. So let me do a quick walk around. You guys could check out how clean this thing is. Body's super straight, paint's amazing. Interior just recently got redone. Let's get our way to the engine bay. So like I said, originally we threw a 383 stroker in there because the previous motor he brought with it originally was bad. Cam was destroyed, car wasn't running right, so we ordered the blueprint motor, got that in there. The customer took the car, enjoyed it for about the last year, and now he decided he wants some more power, so he's getting a twin TorqStorm supercharger setup on the car now. Almost looks like turbos, but these are superchargers. They're basically like pro chargers, but the brand is called TorqStorm. There it is. This is all the bracketry and pulleys that come with the setup. Got the blow-off valves. But the only thing this setup does not come with is the cold side. So you will need a fabricator to weld up the cold side to your intake manifold or carburetor manifold, whatever setup you basically have. This is the nice carburetor air filter setup he had, which normally there's two filters here. It's a tube with two filters. I took them off already and before I started recording. Since we have this, we're gonna have the fabricator weld a cold side and weld some V-bands to this so it hooks up to here, and it happens to have two air intake openings, so it's perfect for the twin charge supercharger kit. So that's where the cold side is going to be going. So that's the only thing I won't be doing to this on the setup. The fabricator will be doing that. Also, another thing we're going to be doing is upgrading his radiator to a better one with some better electrical fans. All right, a little update. Got the new crank pulley installed. Got these two upper brackets mounted up here. Next thing I'm going to be working on is the actual brackets that hold the superchargers. These two right here. We have a lot of spacers. Got to measure out which ones we need. Got my hardware kind of sorted out. So let's get that figured out next. All right, so I got the brackets on. It's a little bit of a tight fit. It's resting up against this, but these panels are kind of loose on the bottom, so we might be able to figure out how to get it bolted down on the bottom and get them to press back a little bit, and we'll have enough clearance on both sides. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. It's coming along. All right, the moment we've been waiting for. Let's get these things finally mounted on the brackets. So, looks like they are already pre-filled with the fluid, so they're ready for install. So I got a little carried away and forgot to record a little bit, so this is where we're at now. I got the superchargers installed onto the brackets. I got a mock-up alternator on there just because once it goes to the fab guy, he knows how much clearance he has right here to get a pipe onto the supercharger. So we got a polished one on the way. So we just got this one on for mock-up. So once everything's all done, every bracket and everything's going to be removed and it's going to get polished. Off to the fab shop. See you in a few days. All right, the Malibu's back from the fab shop. Let's take a look. Get the hood popped. Ooh-wee. Look at that. This thing came out really, really nice. Got the vibrant Wiggum clamps on there. Look at them welds. Now we got to take all this apart because a lot of these parts are going to get polished. It's going to get like a mirror finish. So the brackets, the back housing of the superchargers, and all the accessory brackets down there. So we already got this finish right here. So this is the new alternator. This is like the finish we are looking for on the rest of the other parts. So let's break this down and get it over to the polish guy next. All right, so we got everything all stripped out of the motor. Got all the brackets off. Got everything in the box ready to get shipped out to polishing. Once it gets back, we'll put this back together and we'll get a video of the car running, seeing what it sounds like. Okay, let's continue with the Malibu project. We got our parts back from the polish guy. Got that mirror finish. The polish work he does. FN Polish out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Okay, did a great job. Get this bolted up. So I got all the pulleys on, all the accessories on. Got my first belt routed. Starting to run this coolant tube that hooks up to the radiator, and that way I could start routing the other belts. So it's a total of 3 belts. This runs the alternator and the water pump. This the passenger side is 1 belt, and then the driver's side it's its own belt. So both blowers run on its own belt. We're getting closer. All the belts are on. Got the coolant crossover tube to the radiator all hooked up. Got the bottom hose hooked up as well. Got the turbo guards, basically like little filters behind the superchargers on. All right, final pieces to the puzzle. We got the intake right here. Came back from powder coat. Matches the car. Looks pretty close, I'd say. Anyways, so this is gonna go here. Something like that. Piece goes under here. That's essentially what it's going to look like once it's all bolted together. So this is the next step, buttoning up the engine bay. All right, we are close to getting this thing fired up. I already got all my power steering and coolant topped off. I'm going to get it fired up without the intake manifold. That way, if there's, I did blow these out, but even if there is any trash, just have them blow out any dust or anything that might be inside the supercharger housings. I got the manifold built. That over here. Got the blow off valves in the back. Alright, now that we heard it fire up, let's get the intake manifold installed. Let's grab this guy. This thing's pretty heavy. Almost looks like an Iron Man shield or something. It's pretty crazy. Look at that.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, thanks for ruining my video. This fucking guy right here.
Are you gonna put the music over it, no?
No.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna get it fired up with the intake manifold hooked up. Let's see if we can hear the blower. Let's get it started. Alright, so on the last startup video, the valves for the exhaust cutouts were open, so it was a little loud. Really couldn't hear the blower. So now we're gonna see what it sounds like with the valve shut on the exhaust. The blower should sound louder. Let it prime a little bit. Oh yeah, sounds way better. Car isn't super loud. Definitely hear the blower now. Sounds good. Definitely hear the blowers more now with the exhaust valve shut. You can barely hear the car. Sounds good. Before I close the trunk, give you guys a little view of what the trunk looks like. So originally we set up the airbag tanks and the amplifiers, and then his interior guy did all these panels, did the speaker box setup, did a nice little panel around the amps, and yeah, it came out nice. All right, let's take this for a drive. It's not going to be a easy task since the car is 5-speed manual. Let's build up some fuel pressure. Definitely hear the blowers. Hear the blow-off valves. Sounds pretty cool. Car definitely feels way more responsive. And I'm not even giving it full throttle, just barely easing into the gas pedal, and you can instantly feel the difference from when the car was NA versus now with the twin TorqStorms. wish I had my GoPro mount. Sorry if the footage is kind of shaky and crappy. I'm over here shifting gears, driving, trying to keep the car on the road. And of course, all this is being filmed in Mexico. I'm not breaking the law now. Things sound so cool. Overall, everything's pretty good. It's 107 out and our temps are 180. Been driving the car for about 10 minutes now. Feels good. The air fuel doesn't look too bad either. On the tune here. Come on. Woo-wee. Feels good. Alright, we made it back to the shop. Nice and safe. Customer's going to be really happy with the way the car turned out, because I could definitely feel the horsepower difference with the twin blowers on there. Crap. You hear it? So we just got back from our test drive. Everything went good. Car felt solid. Definitely a lot of more torque than before. Car didn't overheat. Everything ran good. Now we just need to do a quick once over, make sure everything's good, and get the thing washed and have the customer pick up his car. Can't wait to see his face, see how excited he is to see the finished product. But that's going to do it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Another project that I did here at the shop where I work at. Drop a comment if you guys want to see more of these type of videos. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.